We are gathered here today to discuss the new controversy surrounding the beautifully designed, perfectly executed website we know and love as YouTube. Now, I usually don't cover topics, news, drama, or controversies, but I do like to talk about and bring to you guys' attention things that affect YouTube, which affects my channel, which affects me, which affects you guys. Most of the time, I like leaving it up to the professionals like Phil DeFranco, Keemstar, and Scarce. It's their job. DeFranco, you can handle most of the topics, but today is an important topic. And before you give me your opinions, and no, not the opinions of the actual topic, but I know you guys, before you guys give me your opinions of my opinions, hear me out. Listen to both arguments, all of my opinions, all the way into the end of the video, and then you make comments and let me know what you think about what I think. I am also not fighting for or against the LGBT or the LGBTQ community. I am simply going to discuss both sides' arguments and my opinions of both sides' arguments. So if you are clueless and you're saying, Reaper, what the hell are you talking about? What are you going on about? There's this little feature that has been lurking under most people's noses and radar called restricted mode. There has been a lot of controversy on the down low about this feature in the past, but it has been thrust into the spotlight by the LGBT community, realizing that if you have the mode, restricted mode, enabled, supposedly you cannot watch a lot of LGBT content here on YouTube. And the LGBTQ or LGBT community are enraged, and a lot of people that support that community are enraged as well. But let's look at why this feature is even an option here on YouTube. It's because YouTube is paid by advertisers, and most stuff has to be advertiser friendly, and have these options to make sure parents can have an easy mind knowing their kids aren't watching content they don't want them to view. Which is funny in itself, because there's this huge controversy since the dawn of the internet of parents need to just watch what their kids are viewing and be a better parents. And on the other side, the internet needs to take control and take the reins and make sure the kids can't even get to the content. That struggle has been going back and forth. That war has been going off for a while, and it will continue doing so until controversies like this are null and void, which will never fucking happen. Oh shit, I just swore. If you're under 18, you're no longer able to view this video. Now leaves us, the adults, and that's who I really wanted to talk to anyways. All you have to do is just make sure your kids are not viewing shitty content. But you guys are probably the same parents that are saying, yeah, Timmy, why don't you go watch Game of Thrones in your room? Isn't that like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings mixed? Because me and your stepdad, Brad, we're gonna fornicate in the living room. And young Timmy's like, oh yeah, Mom, I'll go watch. I love the titties. I mean, yeah, wands and shit. There's also a plethora of other controversies we can throw into it, and most people are, so I'm going to talk of a few of my favorites. On one side, you got the LGBTQ community saying, this is an attack at us, our community, freedom of speech, and you are projecting your hate against us for not allowing kids or younger viewers to see the real life and what we are about. Then on the other side, you have parents or people just saying, I don't want my kids or people watching that kind of content. Advertisers maybe saying, I don't want to be business partners with a website that allows kids to watch that particular kind of content. And then you have my favorite one. Swearing, sex, drugs, alcohol, you name it. It's been a huge controversy, even on TV. Back in my day, when I was a kid, there was no swearing. There was like hardly any cleavage on TV. There was a shit ton of alcohol, drug abuse, and cigarettes though. But nowadays it's kind of flip-flops. Nowadays there's no cigarette, drug abuse, or alcohol, or it gets like an R rating, but a little bit of nip doesn't hurt anybody. And last but not least, where I personally put my stick in the ground, is video games like Call of Duty being restricted. If you look at my channel, on restricted mode, you can only see and view 3 of my videos. I have like 200 videos up on my channel. You can only view 3 of them if your parents put restricted mode on your YouTube. Now let's look at the 3 you can actually view, shall we? Let's start with the fact that most people that come to a channel are probably going to watch the very first video that's on the video list. Now, you could argue that an enticing title or well-created and designed thumbnail might sway them to watch another video, but let's just go with the generalization that the first video they're gonna watch when they first find your channel is the very first video. The very first video you can watch on my channel is my 300 subscribers and we're getting old video that I just did 3 days ago. Now, restricted mode's job is to filter out all of the sexual content, drug abuse, swearing, negative things like talking about suicide, things like that, and swearing and vulgarity. If you guys are subscribers to my channel, you know I love to swear. So let's take a small little glimpse at my 300 subscribers video, and let's see what kind of content a 9-year-old, per se, would click on when they first come to my channel. I want to thank these people for helping me out, supporting me along the way. Not to say that anyone before this or after this are not as important, but I'm proud of this video, first of all. It really helps me out in between this milestone. So if you see any of these people around the channel, make sure to tell them that they're fucking ghosts. Whoa! And they go as following. Solar. Hold on. Person. What did he just say? Maybe it was a fluke. Let's continue on. Great time. It was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you, Anonymous. It was. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, T-Dodds. He's the fucking man. He's the fucking man. Entire time. So if you see him around the channel, in the comments, in the chat during streams, make sure you tell him how much of a crazy motherfucker he actually is. That's 2 F-bombs. That's 2 F-bombs. Congratulations, YouTube! You guys are fucking idiots. There are videos on my channel where it's just Call of Duty content, no swearing. That's a surprise, I know, coming from me. There's no swearing in most of my videos. They're just Call of Duty content. But you're allowing Call of Duty content to be restricted solely because it's Call of Duty content when Call of Duty is run and mostly paid for and played by 13-year-old kids. Don't generalize. Don't project hate. Calm down, Reaper. Deep breath. But back to the point of why I showed you the video of my 300 subscribers. Thank you. They allow me to say fuck twice and goddamn once, but they won't allow a Call of Duty video up. I don't understand your morals, YouTube. What the fuck are you doing? And that's where we're gonna end it. In closing, I want to reiterate one more time. I am not fighting for anyone's community except my own, and I'm not fighting against anyone's community. I mean, you have to remember, selfish is kind of in my fucking YouTube name. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. This is a huge, heated controversy. I'm sure everybody has an opinion, and everybody wants to hear yours. And remember, the world is a very selfish place, and I'm the Reaper.